And I welcome you back inside Studio A for the midday show on WJBC. Every month, we have the pleasure of getting together with the Small Business Development Center at Illinois Wesleyan University. And if you've been listening the past year or so, you know that they have guided many businesses, many fledgling businesses that have launched, looking for help, looking for instructions. They are the walking, talking manual for getting your small business off the ground, and we are going to visit right now with one of those small businesses. He has been in business for less than a year. He is the owner of Donny B's Gourmet Popcorn and Gifts, located across from the post office at 1220 Towanda. He is Donny Bounds. Welcome to WJBC.
Hey, thanks, Mark.
Tell me, first of all, about your relatively new business, Donny B's Gourmet Popcorn.
Yeah, so of course we specialize in popcorn. We have about 80 different flavors. That everything's made in-house, using real cheese, make our caramel from scratch. In addition to that, we also have a lot of nostalgic candy from our childhood, as well as bulk candy and chocolates.
So what made you decide to open a business? You are a nurse,
yes.
and you still do that.
Yes.
So this is something you wanted to do to sort of make your life more interesting and more profitable. What made you decide to take this venture?
Well, I'm an entrepreneur in heart, and I have a couple other small businesses, but I've run a lot of other people's businesses for many years. Got to the point where I wanted something a little bit different in my life, so kind of stumbled across a popcorn shop and thought, this is what I want to do.
So you get started, and then at what point did you get in touch with the Small Business Development Center, and what kind of help did they provide?
They were really great. I had started with my business plan and had a lot of things in place, but they were great in confirmation of, yes, you're on the right track thinking about this. They connected me with some other business owners, some retired bankers that kind of helped me with the financing, gave me a lot of templates that I could use in my business as well to make sure I'm on the right track.
Now, you probably, when you started out, were farther along than a lot of other people who start their own small business because, as you said, you'd helped other people run their businesses. So you kind of knew some of the fundamentals.
Yeah.
What was the SBDC the biggest help with?
A lot of the confirmation. I mean, they had a lot of resources that they gave me, and I was just able to use those and say, yes, I'm on the right track. This is what I'm thinking. So just a lot of confirmation. Mm-hmm.
We're talking with Donny Bounds, the owner of Donny B's Gourmet Popcorn and Gifts, located in Bloomington across from the post office at 1220 Towanda. So you call them up, and they work with you. And tell me what's the one thing that you didn't know before, maybe more than one thing, from helping other people run their businesses that's been a big highlight for you?
Well, I never did anything in food service before, so they were able to kind of hook me up with some food service people to help me think about, from a business perspective in food, what to think about. Then they also connected me with a retired banker who also helped me think about other ways to finance the business now or even in the future.
What are your hours?
We're open every day, Monday through Saturday, 10 to 7, and Sunday, 11 to 5.
This is a big time of year for you, right? With Halloween coming up, that means candy. You've got gifts, and then with the holidays coming up, right? So I guess this will be the first holiday season. Well, I guess you started last year, right before Christmas and Hanukkah and New Year's.
Yep.
So I'm imagining that you kind of earmarked this time of year to really see what you can do in your first year.
Yep. People like popcorn when it's cold and wet and just going to sit at home and watch the game or go to a party. So this is a time of year where holiday parties from Halloween to Thanksgiving to Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's. So this is our big time of year. We opened last December 6th. So for that, like 20 days before Christmas, it was a madhouse.
How do you market yourself when you're right? You've got a store, and there are other stores like you in the community. How do you market yourself, get your name out there, and get at the top of people's list when they're looking for that kind of thing?
Right. So Facebook has been really popular, of course, social media. Another thing that I've done that's been very popular is working with community. Any type of community events, a lot of non-for-profits, fundraisers, we're there. So I think it's important to get back to the community that supports you And so, and of course, doing that, a lot of people learn about your product and where you're at. And we give out a lot of coupons, so to bring them in.
Get them in the shop. Make it a habit to drop by.
Yep.
All right. Nice to meet you. Good luck with your store. It's Donny B's Gourmet Popcorn and Gifts here in Bloomington. And again, your hours?
Monday through Saturday, 10 to 7, and Sunday, 11 to 5.
All right. There he is, Donny B.
Thank
Donny
you.
Bounds. Well, November 30th, a little more than a month from now, is Small Business Saturday. And we always talk about the importance on our Small Business Development Center segment, the importance of shopping small business. Caleb Green is here. He's a State Farm Fellow at the SBDC. And he's going to discuss some of the research that he did on the topic of small business shopping. How are you? Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for having me.
This is, I know you've poured a lot of time into this research.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what you found.
Yes, I found quite a bit actually. So shopping locally this holiday season will benefit the county in a variety of ways. When you shop at within your city, town, or neighborhood, you're really going to be supporting the schools there, the roads, and helping build up the community.
That's something we don't think about.
Mm-hmm.
We always hear about the fact that the money flows back into the hands of people in the community.
Exactly.
But we always think it's going to be employees. People work at the businesses. They have to staff them,
Mm-hmm.
And those sort of things. But you make a good point, because the taxes you pay on the items you buy or the services that are rendered
Mm-hmm.
do go to police, fire, school districts, things like that.
Absolutely.
To what extent are we benefiting from that here? Do you know?
So we're benefiting quite a bit. So, my research, didn't pinpoint McLean County exactly, but I know since 1990, 8 million jobs have been created from small businesses, and also 23 million small businesses currently exist in the country. In addition, on Small Business Saturday, since 2010 when it first started, so just on those 9 days alone up until this year, $103 billion have been generated. So, that obviously shows that a lot of people are going out and supporting our small businesses in the holiday season.
We've heard the stories about that small business is the biggest employer.
Mm-hmm.
It employs the largest segment
Absolutely.
of people. To what extent has that accelerated maybe in the past 10 years?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we've seen an increase definitely in the amount of small businesses popping up and also the jobs they've generated, mostly within the last 4 to 5 years. So, people are definitely getting on board and supporting a lot more than they have, say, in the early 2000s.
All right. What else do you have for us?
So also, so this holiday season, about around mid-November, we're going to be releasing a digital shopping guide. So that will allow everyone in McLean County to see which businesses are participating in our event, what sales will be running, where they're located, and how they can contact them, and also their hours.
So where can we see that?
So this will be on our website. Our website is McLeanCoSBDC.org. And also, if you follow us on social media, we'll be posting it all over there, too.
That's McLeanCoSBDC.org. McLeanCoSBDC.org. So we can look for that. When will that stuff go live?
Mid-November.
Mid-November.
Mm-hmm.
Look for it then.
Yes.
Okay. And check out the website now to see what's up there.
Absolutely. We also have a sweepstakes where you can win money by shopping local. So make sure you take a look at that also on our website.
All right. Let's bring in Karen Bissoni. She's the director of the Small Business Development Center at Illinois Wesleyan University. And she always joins us each month during this segment to talk about her small business tips. How are you?
I'm doing well, Mark, and you?
I'm fine.
Great. Thanks for having us
Oh,
again.
you're welcome.
We really appreciate
Always enjoy visiting with you. So what have you got? What kind of events do you have coming up?
We have 3 events I want to talk about here briefly. On Wednesday, November 6th, we have our monthly How to Start a Business in Illinois seminar. It's sponsored by Busey Bank. It's going to be held from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Busey Bank on 2101 Veterans Parkway in Bloomington. Then on Wednesday, November 13th, again at Busey Bank at 2101 Veterans Parkway in Bloomington, Busey's Trevor Taylor will be discussing securing business financing through SBA loans. And that, again, will be from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then on Wednesday, November 20th, the Small Business Development Center is partnering with the McLean County Chamber of Commerce to present minimum wage law. It's a seminar that will be from 8:30 a.m. until 9:30 a.m. at the Chamber of Commerce training room located on 2203 East Empire Street in Bloomington. And then just a fourth thing I wanted to remind everybody that Caleb's been talking about, and that's to shop on November 30th, Shop Small Business Saturday. We really want to encourage everybody to get out there and support our small businesses across McLean County. And I just want to say thank you to Caleb. He's a student at Illinois Wesleyan University, a senior. He's done a lot of work on Small Business Saturday, the project, and we want to thank State Farm for providing that fellowship for him to do so. And I'd also like to thank Donny Bounds for joining us today as well. And you know what, Mark? We have our assistant director in the studio as well, Angela Cooper-Smith.
All right. Very good. Yeah, well, thanks to Angela, because she sends all these notes over and makes sure we've got what we need to get the segment done. And again, it's McLeanCoSBDC.org. That's the website. You can check that out. And if you're a small business owner or somebody thinking about starting a small business, if you want to reach out to the SBDC, that's a good place to start. All right, Donnie, Caleb, Karen, Angela, thanks for coming in.